Dumelang, sanibonani, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ntazi Rapizo, and welcome to my YouTube channel. On this channel, we talk about education, fitness, and faith. If you'd like to see more of those type of video, please subscribe and click the notification button so that on Mondays and Friday you are updated on the latest videos. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and comment down below so that we can interact and communicate in a way that we help each other excel this year in the 2023 academic year. Remember that we strategize, we plan ahead so that we can excel. So as you have already seen below, today's topic is about Unisa's form of communication. Remember that with Unisa, it's distance learning. It means that for information to get to you, Unisa, they communicate with you through what we call letters. You might see and hear a lot about TUT, TUT, TUT. So what it means is that TUT, it is a tutorial letter. It is a way of communicating with us. It's either through teaching, through learning, and also through assessment, right? Another thing is that the information that the tutorial letter contain, especially what we call tutorial letter 101, is the beginning of the year. You have already registered your modules, right? So what does that mean? It simply means that you will receive a tutorial letter 101 for each and every module that you are writing, each and every module that you have registered. So that simply means that you will receive couple of letters throughout the year, right? But the first one is tutorial letter 101, which contains important information about the scheme of work, the resources, the assignments for the module. So it means that this tutorial letter, you will need to use it throughout the beginning until the end of the module, right? Depending if it's a year module or a semester module. So it tells you about the study materials that are needed, preparing for assessments, preparing for examination, addressing all the questions that the lectures want to communicate with you. So that is simply means that's what tutorial letter 101 contains. Also, another thing that it contains, it's a matter of your lectures. Who are your lectures? Whether they are practical work, as I've mentioned, examinations, your recommended books, your prescribed books that you might need. So all of that information you'll find in tutorial letter 101. And that letter you will receive it on the group. Remember that you are studying online. So it means that your module group, that is whereby you'll find your tutorial letter 101. So you have, first thing, you have registered. And after you have registered, you start by being temporarily registered. And remember that if you are temporarily registered, that is the perfect time for you to make sure that you try to get hold of tutorial letter 101. In the description below, I'll make sure that I share the link whereby you are temporarily registered. You're still waiting for your registration to be finalized, but you can still go ahead and read your tutorial letter 101. Because let me say, I personally have 10 modules. So it means that if I have 10 modules, I'll receive 10 tutorial letter 101. So that means that I have to go through all of them individually. So if I have to go through them individually, so I should try to make it before the registration is finalized. And then so that I can be updated even before I start with my assignments. So another way is that you can find that normally tutorial letter 102, it's sometimes in the form of study guides, if you might need a study guide for that module. And then you find the tutorial letter 201, 501 if you have an assignment and they have to provide you with the answers after they have marked your assignment. It means that it can come in a form of a tutorial letter. So that is how they make sure that they communicate with you, especially important information. a lot of information, it's there in your tutorial letters. So you have to make sure that immediately when you see tutorial letter or TUT in short, then you will know that it contains very important information, and that is how lecturers communicate with you, how you communicate with them, how you know who your lecturers are, how you get hold of them. You'll also find in the tutorial letter 101 whether tutors will be assigned to you. You'll also find from tutorial letter 101. So that is what I wanted to share with you today in terms of how Unisa communicate with you, especially with tutorial letter. So on the next video, I'll make sure that I talk about tips to get us through the year, actually, because you find that you might join groups that you don't necessarily need, but things like joining Telegram, making use of assessment tabs, making use of the tutors that are given to you, when and how you can communicate with your lectures, those types of tips, we'll talk about it in the next video. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment if you have any questions and you'd like us to interact. And please don't forget to share with your study partners. Up until next time, bye.